Pilot's checklist. I use AirAware for this list, and it tells you FAA registration, drone labeling, and then the trust test. Also, pilot health, pilot state of mind, and the pilot condition is on this list. And the aircraft inspection, and then the area of operation, and then the airspace compliance. And here is the airspace compliance. Next, we look at the safety menu on the control, and the obstacle avoidance is in bypass, and that can be changed to brake or off. The brake is just going to stop, and then the off is going to have no obstacle avoidance, so you don't want to do that unless you have a reason for it. And then down below here is a display map radar. I turn that off. All that does is it's the red signals it gives you. And then return to home, you want to be sure that your return to home is higher than anything around you in that area, so that when your drone comes home, it does not hit a tree or a power line or anything around you. So just be sure that is higher than anything around you when you come home. And then if you go on down here, you can see the maximum altitude. Maximum altitude needs to be set at 120 meters in the United States. That is the maximum height that you can legally fly. So you want to set that at 120 meters. And down here, you can see this will tell you if you need compass calibration or an IMU calibration, and they're fine right now, so we don't need a calibration there. This is battery information, and it's pretty handy because it shows you if you have any dead cells in your batteries, and it also shows you the temperature of your battery over here and the voltage that is in that battery, so it kind of shows you your battery health. It's good to check on that once in a while just to be sure. And then down at the very bottom, it tells you how many charges you have in that battery. This is the advanced safety settings. Now here, if you would happen to have an emergency, both sticks in and down is going to stop your prop, so your drone's going to fly out, drop out of the air, or you can also do it with down and out. And that's going to stop your props in an emergency, but you only want to use that in an emergency situation because your drone is going to drop out of the air. So let's go into flight and quick shot tutorial here. First of all, we'll do a takeoff. And you want to be careful when you take off. You want to
home point updated.
Nothing around, nobody close. And then you want to go up. Take a look there at the arrow. You want to go up about 7 meters in the air and just let your drone hover above your landing pad. This gives the drone reference to where it comes back to home and lands. So you just sit there, maybe get 10 seconds or so at 7 meters or so before you go ahead and fly away. So this is the droney, and what you do is your left stick goes up and your right stick down as you go away, and that brings it slowly up and away, as do the droney. Okay, now we're going to do quick shots. So then the first thing you want to do is you want to stop recording and then pull up your menu. You can see there the menu, and right below your camera is a quick shots. You click on that, and then it's going to ask you to draw a square around where you want. So we're going to draw a square around us and do the droney. You can see the top there left. Start the droney.
Three, two, one.
And it's going to return back to where it started from when you first started doing the droney. And then we can go to our next quick shot. Next quick shot is a rocket. And it's going to tilt down and fly straight up.
Three, two, one.
Then as it returns back down to where it was, then we will go to our next quick shot. Pull the menu back open. So you click on the rocket up above the green there, and we're going to go down, and we're going to do the circle. Now this one you want to be sure that when you do the circle, you're high enough there that you'll miss all the trees around you. Even though you have obstacle avoidance, you still want to be high enough that you're not going to hit anything when you start your circle. And with the circle, you can choose which direction you want to go. You can see it's in the right direction now, and we'll click it over and we'll go left when we do our circle.
3, 2, 1.
Now we're going to move down to the helix, and we'll go try the helix now. Click on that.
3, 2, 1.
The helix twists and goes up as it twists. It's a little different than the circle. It goes away and back as it twists up. And the very last thing we'll do is a asteroid. What that's going to do is just going to snap pictures. I think it snaps 12 to 16 pictures of the
3,
area,
2,
and then that turns it
1.
into a globe. Then you can see in the astro shot, you will see a globe when it's all finished. Okay, now we're going to go back to record in video, and we're going to go fly out by one of the towers out here and do a manual circle around that tower. Again, you want to be sure your height is plenty high so you don't run into anything on your way out there. Okay, this is the zoom. You can zoom in 3 times. We'll check that first here. Zoom, digital zoom 3 times. And what we're going to do then when we do our manual circle is you left stick out and right stick out, and that will maintain the circle for you. And you want to keep your object that you're circling to the center. And you can see here by the diagram that the sticks out, both directions out. And lastly, we will return to home. This is a return to home button. You click on that, and then as it comes up, you don't want to land. You want to do the return to home. Hold that down until the circle's green. And
Return to
press
home.
Return to home. And notice over on the left, the return to home button is now a red X. You can stop your return to home at any time by hitting that red X. Okay, now as you come down across your landing pad, you want to be sure that your landing pad is lined up with your drone
Landing.
as it comes down. And if it's not lined up, you want to stop that return to home just by hitting the X, and then you can direct your drone to land where you want to. But it looks like this one's going to land just fine and centered right with the pad. So thanks for joining me today on Fly with Den 56 channel. If you like this, share and comment and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.